to the Friday night edition of Sports Talk on another beautiful day today. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, and we are live on the WJRG television network, along with my good friend Big Don from Big Don Production, who the show being sponsored by. What's up, Don?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. How's everybody?
All right. All the way in Maryland, Frederick, Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry?
Everything's good.
All right. One of the greatest bishops in the world, a good friend of mine from the Hollaback Awards, Sports Talk, WNHU, Bishop Ernest E. Jr. What's up, my brother?
Living the life I love, loving the life I live. That's all I've got, because that's all I got to give. Good evening.
All right. Pastor Layup, Pastor Walter Teague. How you doing, my brother? God bless you, Pastor.
God bless you. How's everyone this evening?
All
Great,
right.
great.
Our sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother? God bless you.
Doing well, Glad to be here.
And another legend in the house, Bruce Austin. What's up, Bruce? What's going on with you, my brother?
Hey, man, everything's beautiful, brother. Anytime I can open these eyes, everything's beautiful.
That's all right. And welcome once again to Big O, all the way in Hartford or Manchester. Where you at? Manchester, O?
East Hartford.
East Hartford. Okay, East Hartford. One of my former co-workers. How you doing?
Go.
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing? It's enough light. It's enough light.
No,
I got to country. Oh, y'all get ready to get snow. I don't know what that is anymore.
You got enough light, Green?
We're gonna get a little snow, man. But we're gonna.
You're right, Oak. You're all right.
You're all right.
I'm good. Okay. All right.
We'll get together before the show next time, and we'll get it together. Right? Okay. We're gonna move on. It's I know this hour go by fast. I got you guys. I know you guys ready to go. Let me start with her. I'm gonna start with Pastor Walt. Pastor Sarah Strong makes NCAA tournament with most points in a run for a freshman. How good is this girl for UConn?
She has great potential. They projected to be the #1 draft pick next year NBA. So she stayed WNBA. So she stays strong, healthy. Yeah, sky's the limit. She impressed me. She got great hands. She can catch the ball on the run. She can shoot the 3-pointer. She's a beast on the boards, and she blocks shots. I mean, she got it all going on. She's really good. Yeah.
Well, what about you, Anthony? Sarah Strong.
Hey, she's following in the footsteps of folks ahead of her. You know, Tarazi, Shea Ralph, Becker's, all that. You know, again, sky's the limit. And the scary thing about UConn is that I believe they got either the #2 or #3 recruit coming next year. So, barring injury or something really crazy, you know, they're still going to be in the mix.
Hey, Don, do you think she has a chance to be a superstar in the WNBA or what?
So I think she do. I don't see why not. I mean, as long as she stay healthy, she's nice and thick too, so nobody's really gonna stop her. She's gonna be tough. You know, it's not like she's a little scrawny thing. She's nice and thick. She's gonna be strong in the WNBA.
You said nice and thick. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah.
Sarah Strong, what do you think?
I think she's going to be an all-star. I never seen nobody with hands quite like hers.
Not a superstar, just all-star?
She could tap it in the basket from anywhere. She know exactly where she at. And when she get the ball, tap it, she tap it to make it. You know, so I never seen nobody with hands like that can shoot from anywhere, especially under the boards.
Okay, go ahead, Bruce. Because I know, Larry, I know you picked UConn to go all the way as well. Go ahead, Bruce, on Sarah Strong.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pause that she has as a freshman. You know what I mean? She's part of that 3C club, cool, calm, and collective. You know what I mean? Well, she's a freshman now. By the time she get a senior, can you imagine the way she's going to be playing?
Okay. Well, but what about you? Go ahead, Bishop. Then I'll go with the Big O.
I'll put it to you, it's just a 5'2" player at 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in the neighborhood. She'll dominate next year in the college scenes. And then on top of that, when she gets to the WNBA, I don't think she's going to play 4 years at UConn. She may play 3 because, you know, it's getting to the point now, the women's game, a lot of women are starting to leave a little early. But I'll put it to you like this. I mean, this young lady, good footwork. She can control herself. And the beautiful thing is she stays out of foul trouble. So, I mean, I think she's fouled out twice all year long.
Okay. Go ahead, Otis. What you think on Sarah Strong?
like you said, number one, she's very smart. I didn't watch her that much this year, but man, she's a beast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't think she can play no more. After next year, she gone. She going to the WNBA. I think.
Yeah, but y'all got to remember they got different rules for the women
They
than the
got to play
men.
3
Yeah,
years.
The women
they got to stay.
stay 4 years.
They got to play
They
3
they have to
years.
stay for
3 years.
no
3
3 years.
years.
Yeah,
She
I
she
thought
gonna
it
be
was 4. I don't see too many. I don't know any that left after 3 years. I thought it was always 4 years for the
Okay.
ladies.
So they got.
I mean,
They
and
got.
Oh, okay, okay.
Bruce, after,
a
since
couple
the
of them
entry
got
of the
that one
NIL,
extra year because of COVID.
hmm
That's why some of them
Right.
played 5 years.
Oh, so they got to
Yeah.
be in college for 3 years. You're saying before they.
3
College, I
years,
always
yes.
thought it was 4 years. If they said 3, maybe I'm wrong.
It's
Okay.
3
Mhm.
years.
I didn't even know it was 3. I thought they. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but they
But
got 3 years. Okay.
she awesome though. I tell you that. She's smart. That's what get her what she is. She's very
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
Okay. Then let me do this announcement real fast. I forgot about this. If I can find it. Yeah, the Pitts Chapel Women on the Move on the 3rd annual fashion show and dinner event is going to be on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025 at 4 p.m. at the Dixon Q House, 197 Dixville Avenue in New Haven. Now, for more information, you can call Gwen at 203-887-1209 or Sabrina at 475-234-7905. And Bishop, I got to get yours up here too for your conclave, man. We got to start promoting that as well. Okay, we got to get yours up here. All right. Now I'm gonna move on to Cooper. What's my band name?
Cooper Flag.
Donald,
Cool
what you think?
flag.
What do you think
Cooper
about
Flag.
Cooper Flag? He said he wants to play in the NBA. Is he ready for NBA or what?
Yeah, he's ready for NBA. Somebody gonna take him. He's gonna go high. He's definitely ready for the NBA. I mean, I was disappointed in him on that last shot he took, but that don't exclude him from the NBA. He's ready. He's ready.
Larry, what you think? Is he in the top 10 draft pick?
He's going number 1.
Number
He's going
one.
to, he's going to
Number
Charlotte.
2.
And that might be a big mistake. That might wreck his career if he goes to Charlotte.
Why you say that?
Because they don't have a complete team. And for him and his ego, he expects to win. Okay? Going to Charlotte, that's not going to happen for a while.
Wow. So you guys expect him to be the number 1 draft pick?
Well, he's going to
Yes,
be the
I
number
do.
Yeah.
1.
Absolutely.
Really?
no
Okay.
doubt.
No doubt.
Okay, I'm just asking. You guys are my sports guys. I'm just doing the show. So Patrick,
So he can pull a LeBron James. He can put Charlotte on his back there.
Not in this
Nobody
lifetime.
agreed with that one, huh?
Pastor,
Hey,
John,
He put
He couldn't put Duke on his back.
hold on. Let me ask Pastor Walt.
Charlotte on his back. He better have some good
All right,
insurance because he gonna.
So how you seeing Pastor Walt as the number 1 pick then?
Oh, he's going to be number 1, but he's not going to go to Charlotte. He's going to go to Washington.
I thought
I
he
think
was going to
Washington has the number 1 pick.
That's it.
So how you gonna do?
But that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing that they were saying that he might come back to Duke because he didn't want to go to Washington. Talk about Charlotte. Charlotte got more pieces than does Washington. But I'm glad to see that he has that competitive edge, and he wants to actually come out and go to a franchise that absolutely stink. So, I mean, he must got the confidence in his game that he think, or he could pull a Peyton Manning. I mean, not a Eli Manning, and say, I ain't going over there unless you trade me somewhere else. But it's good.
What you think, Anthony? I'm a man there. Cooper Flag.
Yeah, well, even Washington, Charlotte right now is either one. It's not going to be that great of a thing for him. But again, he's got the confidence. More than likely, he's going to be the number 1. He's going to be the number 1 pick. But he's going to need no matter where he goes, he's going to need some help. He's going to need some serious help.
Well, he didn't show me too much. I mean, the last game he was okay. I mean, like Donald said, he had a chance to prove himself. He didn't do it. What you think, Bruce? Cooper Flag.
Yeah. First, they had the draft lottery already, huh? And Washington getting the number 1 pick.
I don't think they've had the lottery yet. I don't think
Yeah,
they
but
have the lottery yet.
that's the only way they determine who's going to
draft.
be. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
because
the
you got
draft.
the worst record in basketball. It's not like football. You know what I mean? You go into that draft lottery, the worst team might get the third pick.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
That's good.
But
Teams trade the drafts and everything like that. Yes.
yeah, but that draft lottery, it don't have nothing to do with trades. It's just that during the draft they may make a trade.
That's what I'm
But
saying. That's what I'm
when
saying.
they had the draft lottery, that determines who's going to be the first pick.
Okay.
You know, but if he does go to Washington, don't forget how Houston used to look, and they built their whole team on draft picks. You know what I mean? And they pretty tough. So when you get the best guys, pretty soon you're gonna be up there. That's like Houston, man. That's like it's another team, Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit, I think only won 4 games last year. And look how they built their team up with guys like Cam and them boys, man, and Ivy and them guys. So the draft picks mean a lot for these sorry teams. That's why they get the #1 pick.
All right. Let me go with the big O. Oh, what you now go
But
with
can they?
Bishop?
But can they be? But can they be a game changer? You know, like we talking about Cade Cunningham. He changed the Detroit team. He the boy tough. I didn't know he was that good, but he's awesome.
Yes, he
But
is.
I don't think Flag gonna fit in them guy category. I think that guy for Auburn maybe, or you pick between Walter Clay Jr. and what's the guy for Auburn or Janelle, whatever his name is,
Yeah, but
and Cooper Flag. And Cooper Flag, those are going to be the top 3 picks. I'm thinking, but
no.
I believe Flag. Hmm?
Ron Harper's son gonna be #2, and his
Mhm.
Oh
teammate,
yeah.
what is it, AJ Bailey? He gonna be
Oh
#3 coming out of
Oh
Rutgers.
yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah,
All
but
right.
I mean, he gonna be.
It's
All
gonna be
right,
tight
But
in
he,
there though.
go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
Flag's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I don't think he can. But I don't think he can be a game changer, help his team progress
Go ahead, Bishop.
right
Let's talk about Cooper Flag.
Well, Cooper Flag is Cooper Flag. He is going to be an overall #1 draft choice if he goes to Washington, if he goes to Charlotte, if he
now.
won't go to the Pelicans. I'm trying to think what with the top five teams that have the first 5 drafts. He'll be within the first
Close.
5, but I think he'll be #1. I think he's going to make an impact depending upon which team he goes to. Let's say he goes to Washington. He'll be an impact player for improvement only in the first year because Washington is depleted and has nothing to work with. And if I'm not mistaken, Washington's got a couple of draft picks that they've got to let go of because, oh, actually, no, they got draft picks coming in. So, no, he won't be the impact player that we think he's going to be, but give him time. He'll do what he needs to do. So, I'm cool with Flag. And don't forget, fellas, Arkansas has 2 or 3 NBA players along with
Hmm.
Alabama. Clayton, I heard you say Clayton will go. He's not going to go that high because
He
in
will
college,
now.
no, in college the kid is good, but when you get to the NBA, there's at least 10 players as quick as he is. So
Yeah, because he's short too. He's short too.
All right.
basically, Clayton will get there, but he's going to more or less be a bench player when he gets to the NBA. That's about it.
All right.
No,
I
I
got
don't think so.
somebody want to say something. I got Kevin
Yeah,
on here too. Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead.
yeah. Clayton gonna be more than a bench player.
Yeah,
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Boy,
The guy showed you. The guy showed you that he's gonna be
he's
great.
tough. He's
He's gonna
tough.
be great.
Yes,
You
he
know what I
is.
mean?
my point is, Bruce, with the greatness we saw in college, you got to remember the NBA game. You already know this is much faster than the college game, and that quick release he has. There's several players that got that same ability. So when I say he's coming off the bench, I don't know what team he's going to go to and who he's going to replace. Now, to Larry's point, if he goes to Charlotte, he might even get a starting job. Who knows? But the truth of the matter is, that's another player. He'll be there, but he's not going to be that big an impact. He was great in college, but we're talking the NBA now.
All right.
He got that. He got that it factor.
Let me
He
go.
got that it factor.
Let me go with Kendall.
We're going to find out.
Kendall, I know you just joined us. We're talking about.
Yep. Cooper Flag
Go ahead.
and Clayton. I think Cooper Flag has all the intangibles. He's 6'9", but I was listening to what the brother had said about the Auburn player. I think given in the right system, let's say Cooper Flag hooks up with a system that's going to let him play the 3 instead of having to be a power forward and just get free flow. He's going to be a pretty solid star because he can play basketball. And that Clayton guy operates at another speed. I mean, he showed us what he could do, man. I mean, Isaiah Thomas, Dow Griffiths did it on the stage. This guy, man, he looked something different, man.
Tough, man.
He had another
He got
gear.
tough.
He had
You do.
another gear. He could just speed up on you. I think he's going to be a starter. I think he will be the antithesis to Jalen Brunson. They're about the same size, except he's faster. But Jalen Brunson has that really good footwork. Jalen Brunson to get his shot off. He's nice when it comes to that.
All right. That's Cooper Flag we're talking about. The standout star for Duke. And I mean, even though he had a chance to be the next Larry Bird in the finals of Magic Johnson, he didn't come through. But I want to move on a little bit too. This coach here, Dawn Staley. She's the only head coach to beat Gino Auriemma, if I'm saying his name right, in the national championship. Let me start with you, Bruce. How good is her as a coach for South Carolina?
She's great. She's great. She's great. She's great for women's basketball. You know what I mean? So she's right there, like you said. She's the Manning of women's basketball. You know what I mean? She's the only coach that ever beat Gino in the finals.
Wow, that's right. Go ahead, Otis, on her.
Yeah. I think she's the best. I mean, she tough too. You know, she a hard nosed coach. So she get the best out of all her players. Because them girls be playing, man. They'll be playing around. and they be thumping, you know what I mean? So she's right there up there at the top. So she got a lot of wins. I don't know how many wins she got, but I know she got a lot. Okay. And look what they've been the last 4 years? They've been how many games they lost in the last 3 years?
Wow.
She got 3 titles.
So let me ask Larry, is she better than Gino? Or Gino just got the best players or what?
No, I wouldn't say she's better than Gino.
Right.
She's got a determination level, and her expectations are so super high. When you step on her team, she start training you point blank, and if you don't listen, you're out of there. You know, she holds everybody to a high standard. She don't accept foolishness. None.
Okay. The reason I said that because some coaches they get good players. What about you, Anthony?
All of them get good players.
All of them get all of them get good players.
Players do, Bruce. All right. Someone get the Isaiah Thomas or the Magic or the
No. The way the women's field is now, everybody got good players.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
And they steadily coming.
All right, go ahead.
UCLA was number one. UCLA was number one all year.
Okay.
None of them girls play for Gino.
Okay, all right.
Juju was supposed to play for Gino.
None of them girls play for Gino.
Okay. Let me go with Anthony, Bruce, on this. Dawn Staley, how's her as a coach to you, my brother?
Oh, so I think she's one of the best, if not the best. You know, I think eventually she will eclipse Gino if she hangs out long enough. As Gino, remember, they've only lost 4 games in the last 5 years. Wow. They've been to 5 Final Fours. She's already got like 600 wins. You know, you got to remember she was at she won over at Temple. So she's on a pace. She's on a pace where, depending on how long Gino hangs out, she's got a chance to get just as many wins as him. Maybe not as many titles, but again, I think the sky's the limit because now she's been able to. The biggest difference now is that she's able to recruit nationally. When she was able to get Aja Wilson from, right in her hometown, that changed, that changed the game because they went from being a regional team to being a national team. Same thing with Gino a few years back when they got Rebecca Lobo. When you go from recruiting the best players in the East and then you get the best players nationally, that changes the whole landscape.
All right.
That's right.
Go ahead, Pastor Walt, on the coach.
Yeah, Dawn, you can't say
she is better than Gino because he got more titles, but she's great. She's right there, and she was a great player. So she's not just going in with X's and O's. She's actually, played the game at a high level as well. So she's a great motivator, and she has that star power, especially in the women's sport. She has that that it factor that people would choose to. Back in the day, most of the great players, if they didn't go to Tennessee used to get all the players, and then they start going to UConn, and now they actually consider, going to South Carolina. So yeah, she's right there.
She's right there. Did I get you, Bishop? And this?
Not yet.
Go ahead, brother.
I appreciate what everybody has said. You got to realize and recognize for the time she's been, not just with South Carolina, her overall college career. Dawn Staley, when the baton is finally passed, is the recipient of that baton. Just to give you a great idea, she's got the number 2 and the number 7 scorers in the country. Just recruited them, I think, a couple of days ago. So she's retooling already. Very smart young lady. Even when I believe she was at Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, she took them to a 110-21 season the 4 years she spent there. So we could tell her prowess on the court just translates over to where we are as a coach. I'm looking at Dawn Staley. I got a high level of respect for that young lady because she is dangerous. Yes, she's the only coach to have ever beaten Gino Orion, but she had that kid Cordova, I think that was her name. And Cordova Sarah Strong is the reincarnation of that kid Cordova that played for Dawn Staley. So you can see what she had to work with back then.
Right.
But yeah, Dawn Staley, she's the next
She
big
had
thing in
Boston
college
too.
basketball. Yes, she did. I didn't forget about Boston.
Let me go with Kendall. Kendall, we're talking about
Yeah.
the
Dawn Staley is definitely the heir apparent to Gino. The fact that Gino signed for the next couple of years, he's trying to set that bar high so that Dawn can't come get it. But if there's anyone that will get it, it will be Dawn Staley. She'll end up as either the all-time winningest coach, if not number 2, easily. She's a very good coach, and she's got a bone to pick. And she did make it to the Final Four as a player with the Birds twins. Eddie and Ida Birds, those 2 6'5" girls. She is a great player. She was a great player. She seems to be an absolute awesome coach. Yeah, she's the heir apparent to Gino Auriemma easily.
All right. Okay. Did I miss anybody?
You missed me.
Go ahead, Don, on that topic.
Well, I like to say that South Carolina got so much confidence in her. She's the highest paid coach over Gino, So they looking at long term with her. And if Gino wasn't retired tomorrow, we already know who would be the best coach in the country. It would be her. So you got to give her due.
Oh, yeah. I mean, South Carolina too, man. I mean, All right. So let me move on to this.
Hey, Jerry, before you move on, let me say this about Dawn. She just got a little scratch on her record recently because she has a young lady playing with her for Wiley.
Okay.
She's a sophomore, and a lot of people feel like Dawn dogged her out last year, and she was supposed to be the star this year, and she dogged her out during the tournament. And a lot of people don't like that, and now it looks like that Fort Wiley's gonna go into the portal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people like Fort Wiley and knew how great of a basketball player the young lady is. So that might be, I'm not saying it will be, but it might be a scratch on her record a little bit.
If I can answer that
She
for
was
you,
turning the ball over, Bruce. She don't have a disciplined game, man. She got that freestyle street ball, and that's why Dawn was like, "You're already getting beat, and you come in turning the ball over, dribbling behind your back." I mean, she's a spark plug, but she just wasn't playing a disciplined game.
Team ball.
I agree with all of that walk, but what I'm saying is when the people start saying it, you know what I mean? That has effects on recruits. We know. I mean, you look at the game. We know why Dawn, and it's hard to question Dawn because of her success. So when me and you know that when Dawn bench a player like her with that kind of potential, it's for a reason. But when the people get it and they keep passing it around, You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I hear you.
Look at it this way, Bruce. The bottom line is Dawn Staley is a highly disciplined coach, and she expects her players to be disciplined. Wiley, as Pastor Teague had already said, well, you can bring the street ball game when you're in a crunch, in a pinch, and for a team that traps a lot. UConn doesn't trap a lot. I think LSU did a lot of trapping when Angel Reese and all that. So a Wally type player is great for that game. But when the coach tells you to play with the rest of the team and you're pulling, I'm gonna say it, all right, don't get mad at me. You pull a Jalen Brunson, you're gonna hoist a three when you don't need it. Yeah, on top of that, it's a possibility. Don't quote me on this. Her academic status may have had something to do with that as well. Because they have to maintain a certain grade point average in order to even play college ball.
Yeah,
And
but
that's a possibility.
I don't
Oh
think
no,
it
I
has
don't think so.
anything
Not
to
in
do
that,
with
because she was
academic.
there. She wouldn't be on the bench if she didn't have the
Right.
grades. No, I just think it
Well, no,
was
I mean,
the
I'm
game
not
plan.
sure. I'm not.
Yeah,
It's her
I'm
no.
not going to
choice.
be on it.
It's
Don't
her
quote
choice whether she want to get in the portal. They not make if it was her
Right.
grades, they would make her leave or bench her or whatever. But it's her choice whether she want to jump in the portal or not. It don't have nothing to do
Right.
If she
with
goes in the
grades.
portal, she's going to face that same roadblock everywhere she goes because no coach wants to throw a game away just so you can style and profile. That's just a given.
All right.
Yeah, but
Anybody else?
like you said about
Yeah.
Dawn, it's the same way with Gino. He don't allow that either.
He sure
Right.
doesn't.
I mean, so I'm with you on everything you said.
All right.
I think
You
Paige
got something? You got a comment? Anybody else got a comment on that?
go free. Paige Bucket was the only player that Gino let just her and Diane Taurasi just did what she wanted to do anyway.
That's
So
the
we got
one
to count
now.
her.
That's the one. He the only one ever seen Gino let her get away with it.
All right, let me just make mention. It's 6:30, 6:29. This is WJRG Sports Talk, produced by Big Don from Big Don Production. The phone number, if anybody want to give us a call, is 203-875-0520. And we have a lot to talk about this evening on the Friday night edition of Sports Talk. Yes, on the Friday night edition.
Why did you tell him that he that?
I like that little spinning thing, man. That should be
Yes,
right
sir. Commercial time.
Yes, we got a lot to talk about, so I want to move on. I want to start with Brother Anthony on this one. Anthony, we got the NBA playoff picture is coming up starting next Friday, I believe. The NBA playoffs. Any matchups are you afraid of? It could be an upset. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's kind of small. Is any upsets you see in the making in the first round of the playoffs?
Well, as a Knicks fan, I'm not looking forward to playing the Pistons. I think the Pistons could very easily knock them off. There's still, what's crazy is that there's still 15 spots still left to get officially. Like there's about 3 teams that can clinch tonight, and there's only a couple teams that are already locked into the play-in game. But yeah, if I had to pick if the matchups stay as is right now, if I had to pick an upset, I could see the Pistons knocking off the Knicks in the first round.
What about you, Bruce?
I agree with everything Amp said.
What about the all right? Pastor Walt, your Lakers. Let's go to the state. What do you think?
Oh, how we went from where did I see an upset to right to the Lakers? Huh? I was going to agree. I was going to agree with Ant. I can see Detroit. Detroit's a dangerous team as far as the Knicks is concerned. And as far as on the other side, I mean, there's so many. The Lakers and Golden State all the way pretty much almost down to the Lakers are locked in. They're guaranteed a playoff spot in the top 6, but they're not guaranteed a number 3. They got to win. They got to win one of the next 2 games. But yeah, I'm confident with the Lakers. I think this is going to be a great matchup. But they could beat Golden State.
I think so too. Go ahead, Big O. What you think about
Yeah, I think
any upsets? Or go ahead. Go ahead, Al.
I got the Lakers over Golden State. Lakers gonna surprise a lot of teams. I tell you that. I think they can beat Denver too. I think the Lakers can beat everybody but OKC.
Okay. I mean,
And Knicks gonna beat Detroit. Detroit can't beat the Knicks. Knicks will get by.
Okay.
That's about the only. That's about the only. That's about the only upset I make. It's not really an upset. I think, like I said, the Knicks gonna win, and LA gonna win.
All right, Larry, what you think, bro, on some of these matchups?
I think the Bucks gonna take out Indiana, and I still believe, wholeheartedly, Golden State can knock off Lakers with no defense. If Curry gets on a roll and plays out his mind, they will take LA down.
All right, Larry. All right, I got the Lakers going to the Western Conference Finals. But go ahead. You do that. All right, you stick it to your guns. Go ahead, Don.
Well,
Wow.
I'm gonna have to go with oh man, it's a tough one, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with maybe the Bulls beating Miami this year.
Okay.
I think they could take them out, and I don't know, man. That Lakers and the Warriors is a real tough one.
It is a tough one.
Who's Golden State? Who's the Nuggets playing?
The Nuggets.
Who the Nuggets gonna be playing?
Wow.
What's the Nuggets number 4? Who they number 4?
Yeah,
Minnesota.
They may end with the Clippers.
with the
Yeah.
Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about the Clippers. I forgot about the Clippers.
So
Clippers gonna be a tough
can the
out
hot
for everybody.
Clippers take out the Nuggets this year?
They might.
I think they can.
They
I
might.
think they can. Because the Nuggets not near good as they were when they won the championship.
No.
Mhm.
Right.
They're not the same team.
All right,
People
let me
sleeping on them
let me
Clippers.
go with Kendall too. Go ahead, Kendall. You still here, right? Kendall.
I think he gone.
Okay.
You know, he's there. He's probably in a bad spot.
What about you?
People sleeping on them Clippers.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, they just sleep.
I know.
We hear you now.
Can you hear me?
We hear you now. Kendall.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
He can't go nowhere now. That little bad spot said, "I'm in charge." Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Bruce. Did I get you already? Bruce.
Yeah, but only thing I can say, you can't sleep on them Clippers.
Yeah, got me.
No, can't.
So who you got, Bruce? In any upsets you see any upsets?
No, because everything, especially in the West, everything is so tight. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like somebody else
Yep.
said, you might be in the 3rd spot now. When it's over, you might be in the 8th spot.
The Lakers got to play the Rockets tonight.
Yeah,
10:30.
they need, like somebody said, they need one out of these two.
All right, so if they
Right.
beat
They
the
don't
Rockets,
win tonight. They got Portland the last game of the season.
Right.
okay. So let me ask you guys a question. LeBron,
Yeah, let me out.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bishop. I'm sorry.
I disagree with the being upset by the Pistons. I think the Knicks will beat the Pistons, but the one that I'm kind of eyeballing, I'm going to find interesting, and I'm actually going to watch that series, is the Pacers Bucks series, because it seems like the Pacers have been giving the Bucks a hard time. So let's see how they come out with that. That's the only one that I could see. I don't see anything else that even makes sense. I'm going with
But
Golden
Dame been hurt.
Lakers. I
Dame
know,
been hurt, ain't he?
huh?
Yeah. Dame is hurt.
And he hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna beat the Pacers
You
without
got
him.
the Lakers. You got the Lakers going to the finals. I don't quite see the Lakers. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because LeBron James is still playing. So,
And
but
Big
I
Donkers
tend
play
to
better in
think
the playoffs.
I tend to think that Golden State may have the Lakers number in the playoffs. Now, again, don't quote me because I'm not a
We're gonna
Lakers
quote
fan,
you,
but
bro. I got you. I'm
For
quoting you.
something or for
Listen,
anything.
I'm quoting you. You know
No
that that last game, Golden State, that's the first time they beat the Lakers all year. But let me make this statement. You know, Indiana
first time
Indiana just played Cleveland. Hold on. Indiana just played Cleveland. Cleveland set 4 players, and Indiana was on their home court and had to win, and they won by 2 points. Just leave that. Keep that right there.
Yeah, you're right.
and that's good.
That
I
make a
mean,
big difference.
he was looking for upsets. I'm just saying what I
But,
see is that,
but Cleveland got the best bench in the league, though.
Cleveland got a good team.
yeah,
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 that's what I'm saying. They set
but
4 starters.
that's the only upset I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. No, we ain't. We'll talk about
Yeah.
the upset. I'm just making a statement about Indiana.
I got
you, Larry.
Yes. Me and Golden State.
Go ahead,
Right.
John. You ready, John?
Well, I had took Chicago or Miami, but as far as
Right.
The Pacers. I go with the Pacers over the Bucks. I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll definitely go
Mm-hmm.
with the Lakers over the Warriors.
Yeah.
Lakers are the Warriors too. I mean,
And
LeBron.
Detroit's gonna beat the Knicks. Detroit is gonna beat the Knicks.
I agree with that one too. Detroit gonna beat the Knicks. I agree with that.
Yep.
We'll wait and see.
Oh man.
I'm quoting you on that. I'm quoting you on that. Just so
Oh,
you know.
you can definitely quote me. Detroit gonna beat the Knicks
All I'm gonna say.
They've been beating the Knicks all year long.
all year,
Huh?
and won
They've been
both
beating them all
games
year.
in the Garden.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Pastor Walt, let me ask you this
Okay.
question. Pastor Walt, is the Celtics being overlooked or what?
Nope.
No, the Celtics gonna win the title. I just think, you know what it is? They're so good. People ain't even consider them in the conversation. The Celtics are the favorite to win the whole thing.
And Porzingis is back
All right.
and
Okay.
ready.
Celtics the favorite to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you agree with that? Celtics win the
Yeah.
whole thing?
I believe they can. They've been there before. You remember the first year they played Golden State? They had never been to the playoff in a long time, so they had the players, but they didn't have. They was nervous. They couldn't. Golden State was used to this. Now the Celtics got a Tyler. They got some momentum going with themselves from last year. If they don't get hurt, they don't. I don't know now. OKC just awesome, man. I'm telling you, but they never been to the playoff. They never. But you know what? The further they go in the playoff, the more pressure gonna be on them.
All right, let me go with Bruce. Bruce, the Celtics. What's your stand on them?
Listen, man, I'm more impressed with the Celtics than I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like somebody just said, man, you see the bench that they got?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind the starters. You see their bench?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
They got guys like Al Horford, man, playing like LeBron, man.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm
Powerful.
not saying the same production. I'm saying he's been in there as many years as LeBron been playing and still playing up the par.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Celtics, man, I'm very impressed, man. Like somebody else just said, when you mention the champ, don't even mention them. Just mention everybody else and where they stand.
Yeah.
That's how big a favorite they are, man.
What else,
Yeah.
Anthony on the Celtics, man?
They're the champs, so you beat them. I mean, I think it's going to come down to them in Cleveland, and I'm not sure if Cleveland can take them in a 7-game series. But yeah, they're clearly the champs till you beat them.
All right, Kendall, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. The Celtics, I got the Celtics versus Cleveland in the East. They are, like Anthony just said, a chance to beat them. I think Detroit has like a 1-3 or a 1-2 record against the Knicks, beating the Knicks, either 2-1. The Knicks have not beaten Detroit, and I think that the Lakers, when they have their starting five healthy, can make it to the finals versus OKC, and that's going to be a problem with OKC because they're young. So I got OKC, Lakers in the West, Cleveland versus Celtics. No one else is in the conversation as far as I'm concerned.
The Lakers played OKC back to back, and they blew them out one game, and they almost beat them the second time they played.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, but go ahead, Don. Then I can
Well, I'm definitely saying that Boston is the most complete team in the league when it comes to a healthy. There's no team more completed than Boston out there. And I look for Boston to definitely come out the East. I like Cleveland better, but when it comes to a healthy Boston team, it's hard to say anybody could beat them boys.
Yeah,
That's right.
got the experience.
You got the experience. I mean, you got to give them.
That make a difference right there, the experience.
I know Larry
So
has double the two.
Cleveland got better. Cleveland got a tough team now. Don't get me wrong. They got the Andre Hunter. And that boy, Green. They got Green.
And listen,
But experience.
They can't do no with Boston.
They've
Make
been
the difference.
there.
Make the
They've
difference.
done this before.
Make the difference.
And listen,
Mhm.
listen, you guys might call me crazy. I just think it's going to be Lakers and Cleveland, and LeBron's going to win the title, man, for some reason.
Oh,
Hey, you should go take your nap early.
that's two drinks. That's two drinks.
Take him off Take him off the Jerry Green show.
Here you go, Jerry.
We had the same laugh. I had the funny feeling that the
Take
Lakers,
him off the Jerry Green show.
because LeBron James, he wants a fifth title. This is his last year. The window is closing. And I just think that with
They
him,
don't care nothing about that.
huh?
Ask
Yeah, okay.
Boston.
Oh,
Ask
yeah.
Boston what they care about that.
Exactly.
Boston gonna be beat.
Exactly.
Come on, Boston got a great
Hey,
team.
hey,
I'm not
Jerry,
knocking.
soon
They
as,
got to Cleveland
soon as
first.
this show,
All I know,
soon as
Boston
this
was up
show is
20.
over,
Well, I know Boston was up 25-3 against Cleveland, and Cleveland came back and beat them. So they got to be.
When that was when was that? In September? That don't matter.
That was
That was like
last year.
September.
I don't care what it was. The fact is, they
The
got to
playoffs
beat
is
them
a
again.
whole
Nah,
other season. You
nah.
can't count the regular season.
Cleveland
Yeah,
came
you
back. Cleveland came back
Whole other season.
2 times over 20-point lead. 2 times they did that to the Celtics.
Okay, I
Jerry,
mean,
hey Jerry, soon as this show over, you go take you a nap and get rid of that nightmare.
I just told Jerry.
Go take a sermon.
listen, you guys
Go take a sermon.
are not going to get out the first round. Didn't y'all say that? You say that, Bruce?
So what?
The Lakers not going to get out the first round. Did y'all say that a couple weeks ago?
I said that.
I didn't say that. Yeah, Bishop said that. I didn't say that.
We
I
said the
said
Knicks. We said
No,
the Knicks might
Y'all
not get
said
out
the
first.
Lakers on the defensive end
I
got
don't
problems.
remember.
They're not
I
going to
don't
make it out the
remember
first
saying the
round.
Lakers. I don't remember saying the Lakers won't get out the first round.
I was the one that
I
said
remember
that.
saying the
You guys
Knicks.
got amnesia. Okay. I remember a lot of y'all.
Well, I
on
said
this
the Lakers
panel.
won't come out the West because of defense.
Okay, they won't come out the West. All
That's
right.
what I said.
Oh, they're
Because
gonna
of
get
The one
defense.
that said they wouldn't get out the first round.
I just think LeBron and Luka. I think you guys are underestimating two guys.
No, I think they can. I think they can come out the West.
Oh, sorry, no, no,
All three of them playing. Austin Reeves. Austin
Yeah,
Reeves
you're
will
right.
be the
You're right.
key to that.
There you go. Who's that third player? Who gonna be that third player?
Yeah, Austin Reeves gonna be the key to that series.
That's what any team. Who's gonna be that third player?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Anthony. We'll say something.
they got to
Anthony.
get by the Warriors
saying
first.
now,
I agree, Ant.
Yeah, they got to get by the Warriors first before you start talking about the finals.
Yeah,
Warriors by the Lakers, I think. It ain't so much
Exactly.
get by the Warriors. They got to get by LeBron too now. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think you guys
Oh, yeah.
on this. I mean, I don't know what I watched the Lakers too a lot. All right, they lost. They lost one game to was it Memphis or whatever they lost. And then they beat everybody you guys are playing.
Yeah,
What else?
Go
No, they
I
lost.
like
They
that
lost
team,
to Golden
man.
State. They lost to Golden State.
But
Yeah.
so they lost to Golden State. But how long ago was that, Walt? But I brought up
Last
Cleveland.
week.
a couple weeks.
Beat Boston.
Last week.
So what? That was last week. You can't worry about
A
that.
couple weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that don't mean nothing.
That ain't.
But
don't mean
that don't
you
mean
said
nothing.
it was the first time Golden State beat them, right? All year, right?
I
Yeah.
like this Laker team, man.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
telling you, I like this Laker team.
Me too. Best shooting
Yeah.
team they had in a long time, Bruce.
So
But
Yeah,
Bruce, you got the
Duncan's
Knicks.
gonna be the key.
Bruce, you got the Knicks losing to Detroit, you said, right?
yeah, there's nowhere in the world I said the Lakers gonna lose first round. I like this team.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna stick
Yeah,
to my guns on it. I said it. I'm stand by it. And if I'm wrong, I'm just wrong. Okay.
You be all right. You be all right. We still love you. Don't worry about it.
Exactly what I'm saying. I'm sticking to my guns because I don't think Golden State's gonna come and just lay down and say, "Go ahead, y'all. We don't feel."
I don't think so either.
Oh,
No, I don't think so either.
Like
Not long as they got Steph, they ain't gonna do that.
Just like LeBron, Steph Curry is just saying, "I want to go one more time," so he's gonna be pushing.
Sure.
the press.
LeBron want to go one more time too, Bishop. LeBron wants
Yeah.
to
I know. Like I
Yes.
said, so I don't want you to think that. No, I just see the Warriors edging out the Lakers in the first round. I'm sticking
That's
to my
okay.
guns on that.
That's okay.
And Jerry, they might think I'm crazy, but I think the Warriors got a better chance against the Lakers than OKC do.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree, Bruce. I watched the play. I watched the play, and LeBron bullies them guys. He just LeBron bullies OKC.
And I think when you guys come up here, you gotta take a nap there as well, because OKC. I'm gonna take a nap after that. OKC had the best record in the West, and you guys go to Golden State.
The whole league last year.
We're all taking a nap together, right? We're taking a nap together.
No.
See, little bit of respect.
They had the best record in the league last year,
Jerry.
And Jerry, I'm a night owl, so I'm gonna be up for a while. Okay?
Yeah, give him a little more respect, Bruce. OKC now, come on now.
Hey, who had the best record last year?
It ain't about that, Jerry. It's about matchups, bro. It's all about matchups.
There you go. There you go.
No matter what the record is, it's all about matchups.
And the Warriors was the one that went got Kevin Durant. They could beat LeBron. That's right.
But don't play Golden State. Don't do it.
And Jerry, I'm looking at it this way. With OKC against the Lakers, they got to pay a lot of attention to Luka. They got to pay a lot of attention to LeBron.
So to go to state.
And that
Reeves
should leave the door open for Austin Reeves
to go
do
crazy.
anything he wants.
And the other guy been playing pretty good too. What is his name? Hashimaro. He's been playing pretty good.
Yeah, Hachimura Rui is playing real good, man.
Oh,
Yeah, he's been
yeah.
playing real good.
Rui is playing real good.
And I understand
And
matchups basketball.
and Vince is starting to play better now too because he's healthy.
But we're talking about the number one team
Exactly.
in the West that got the number one record, and Golden State just barely made it into the playoffs. And you guys gonna pick Golden State?
That's what makes them so dangerous.
Nah.
Because they barely make it. They're there now. Season 2 begins
Right.
in the playoffs.
You guys not give OKC respect. You guys
OKC had the best record last year, Jerry.
Sure did.
Sure did.
Dallas beat them last year, Bruce. Who beat them? Luka beat them.
They didn't win the championship. No matter who beat them.
Yeah, but Luka beat them though.
Yeah, but I'm saying you said the same thing last year when OKC had the best record.
No, you said it too. We all said that.
No. I went with Denver last year.
And Minnesota beat them, right? Minnesota
I went
beat
with
them,
Denver.
right?
I went with Milwaukee and they let me down.
But Jerry, check this out. Doc, listen to this. What we just saying. Now, Minnesota beat Denver, and this is the same reason that they were talking about Denver's coach got fired, is because the GM in Minnesota built a team to beat Denver. They would beat them every year. They just built to beat that team. It's just like back in the day, Boston went and got DJ so they could beat the Lakers with Magic. It's the same thing. Denver, Minnesota is built to beat Denver all day long.
Okay.
It's all about matchups.
All about matchups. That's what I said. All about matchups.
All right, so you guys picking Golden State then to beat the Lakers?
No, I didn't pick that.
No,
I didn't pick that.
I'm not.
I got him. Okay.
No, we didn't say that.
Harry
See,
and
the good words
I got
in
him.
our-
only two that
Bishop
picked
and Larry got Golden State to beat the Lakers.
the only two.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not going the first round. That's what you guys telling me. Okay. And Luka.
You guys
No.
beating the Knicks. I don't see that, but hey, that makes us.
That's right.
It's gonna be. They're gonna call it.
We all gonna
but
pick
it's
it
not
up
gonna
after
be
this
an
show.
upset.
Because you guys talking a little crazy too. I don't know what's going on.
One thing I can say, we all gonna enjoy it. We all just speculating right now, but we're gonna enjoy it.
Exactly.
All right, let me move on. Listen, the Suns are the only team not in the playoffs, the play-in, or the draft lottery. How disappointing, Anthony, are the Phoenix Suns, man?
They are, you know what? To quote Dennis Green, the Suns are exactly who we thought they were. Plain and simple. They're a one-dimensional team that they're a one-dimensional team. They're going to try to outscore you every night, and this is what happens. You wind up, you may score 120, but if they score 125, guess what? You're going to get beat. The Suns are, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised they're this bad, but I'm not surprised that they're not sniffing the playoffs or anything like that. They're one of those old. They're like the old Spurs under Doug Moe. They'll throw out a bunch of basketballs. They'll score a whole bunch of points, but in the long run, they're entertaining, but not sustaining.
All right, so pass the ball. A team with Kevin Durant on it, though. Come on, can't make the playoffs.
Nope. We talked about this Tuesday. I said that Dallas has to be the most. That the Suns have to be the most disappointing team of the season because with those with KD and what's the name? Booker, and then they're not even in the play-in, and they don't even got a draft pick because they traded all them away to get the players. That's ridiculous. Their last game they just totally laid down. They didn't even try to win. And that's very disappointing. Yeah.
What about you, Big O?
Yep.
On the Phoenix Suns, man.
Yeah, they like he just said that this what they don't have no defense, and they haven't been healthy all year either. I mean, I don't think Beans and what is they Randy Beans and Booker and Durant played together a lot. I don't think that much. Yeah, a lot of them was hurt. most of the year off and on. So I think if they would have been healthy, I think they would have got into the play-in. But I'm kind of a little disappointed in them
All right.
because a lot of teams was hurt, but they kept winning. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. Let me go with Bruce too. Bruce, what you think? Because Chris Paul, they went to the finals with Chris Paul. They had a leader. Is that hurting them right now? A leadership?
Jerry,
Go ahead.
you always talk about legacy.
That's right.
Now this is a perfect example of somebody's legacy getting tarnished in the name of Kevin Durant.
I'm gonna bring that up, Bruce. Bruce,
You know what I mean?
Bruce, look at
They
this.
put this team together not only to try to win the championship, but to
Exactly.
never ever miss the playoffs.
Right.
And they
Bruce,
can't even make it in the play-in.
Bruce.
Yeah, let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
They put this team together with Kevin Durant's leadership, with him, Booker, and Bradley Beal. There's no way they're supposed to even be fighting to get in the play-in.
Absolutely.
This is going to kill Kevin Durant's legacy.
I'm going to take you back even further, Jerry.
Go ahead.
His college season, Texas was set to be in the Final Four, and who do you think took them out? UConn.
Okay.
Second round, UConn. Boom, out the door. And Kevin Durant was the most talented player at that time when he came in. So that pattern has followed him all the way, with the exception of the Warriors stint. This pattern has followed him everywhere he's gone except to Golden State. So, yeah, I agree with Bruce. His legacy is starting to look a little tarnished.
All right, go ahead, John. What you think, man?
Well, without the Warriors, he haven't proven anything, that's for sure. Haven't won anything without the Warriors.
Right.
Without Kevin Durant and Green and those boys, he don't seem to be able to be the man. I actually thought it was Booker team myself.
Right.
I did too.
So
hey, this puts him right in the category with Scottie Pippen.
Oh no, get back.
He's a Robin.
Don't go there.
I'm saying this. I'm saying this to say
look,
he's a Robin. He's not no Batman.
No, he ain't that
if
bad.
If he stayed with the Warriors, he would have been a Robin.
No.
He's becoming more like Green Arrow at this point in time, right now.
All the guys that we call Batman, they could carry a team.
Yep.
This guy can't carry a team. That's why I say he's in the category with Pippen. Not that he's not good.
Now, have you seen that? Let me ask you guys this.
Don't go there, Bruce. At least Pittman, when Michael went out, Pittman did take the Bulls pretty far.
Yeah, but they didn't win nothing.
No, but
Mike didn't win with Scotty either, though.
Mike didn't win nothing.
So
they didn't put anything after Michael left. But if you've seen that insurance commercial without giving them a plug whatsoever, the difference between it's like Bateman versus Batman.
Oh yeah, that's a good commercial. I'm watching that.
Oh my God! All right, who that make? I got you.
They had Kevin Durant. They had Kevin Durant up there with the likes of LeBron and them guys.
He did.
That's why I say with him not being able to lead a team, that dropped him down in the Scottie Pippen category.
Yeah, well, they already done blotted him out of that picture.
Hey, but for real, Bradley Beal should have never been traded to Phoenix at all. The minute the trade went through, I told you it was a bust. You know, he stayed hurt. He has never accomplished anything. And to give him a no-trade contract, you got to be the stupidest man on the planet, you know. And they find out now that they should have never made that trade at all.
But bad management.
But it's supposed to be
bad management.
From the Kevin Durant team, though. He the one supposed to carry him. The leader.
But you got Bill. Bill never did nothing. Bill was there.
He did nothing. He did nothing.
Never.
Brooklyn
never did anything.
What happened there? And he had Kyrie Irving, one of the better guards in the game. What happened? All of a sudden, Kyrie, for about a half a season, wanted to be a nomad of some sort in Brooklyn.
Wow. So go ahead. You say some others?
Yeah, a lot of the games, I didn't even know he was in the game. Bradley Beal, I didn't even know he was playing. Because he do nothing for the 2 years he was there.
This is gonna hurt Kevin Durant legacy. You saying right?
Oh yeah.
Definite.
Just a little.
Definite.
You guys agree with
Definite.
it? Pass the ball.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the ball. You agree with that?
What's
You
that?
agree with that? That's gonna hurt his legacy. Not making
Nah,
the ball.
he's there was somebody said he's just proven that he's not Batman. He's gonna be with Scotty, he's gonna be one of the greatest Robins ever, but this he's still a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's one of the greatest
Yeah.
scorers in NBA history, but he can't carry a team. That's just what it proves.
Right.
I mean, he can't even drag a team. He can't even get them
No, he
into the
can't.
play-in.
No.
So yeah.
That's all we're saying.
He can't
That's
get
all
him to
we're
come in the
saying.
gym.
Yep.
That's all. And that's the light tarnish right there that he can't even get him to come to the gym, let alone get on the court. So here he is.
So that's gonna hurt his.
I love
You
him,
get
though.
that. You get that 3 to 5 year window to win in the NBA, and if you don't win, you become the Clippers.
Yeah.
You're right.
What about the Clippers, man? How far you guys see the Clippers going, Anthony?
You know, I if I knew who they were playing, because see, the West is such a mess right now because
They got Kawhi Leonard.
well, the Nuggets can finish. I mean, sorry, the Clippers can finish as high as number 4 at this point in time right now, depending on how things play out. I think if I go by if you look at who they possibly will play in the first round, I don't know if they can get. I don't know if they'll be able to get by them. I mean, I know Denver's got some craziness going on there, but the Clippers. You know, the Clippers always seem to find a way to mess things up, even when it's going good.
All right, but
You're right. Yeah, you kind of see that. You kind of hit that on the nail too.
so
But they
Clippers
can.
going too far.
First round, am I right? Is that right?
Right now, they would play Denver.
Play Denver. They play Denver, yeah.
You're going home.
So who you pick, Bishop, Denver or the Clippers?
I'm going with Denver. I mean, Clippers half decent, even with Kawhi Leonard. His hangnail must be healed, so I guess he's going to be on the court. So I'm going with Denver on that one.
Who you got, Bruce? Clippers or Denver? Bruce.
That's a toss. That's a toss up.
I like the Clippers, man.
Over Denver?
I like the Clippers.
Over the Joker?
Denver seemed to be going through a little something right now. You know, Mary's still hurt. They just lost their coach. It's tough stuff to be happening in the playoffs, man. So I'm gonna take the Clippers on this.
So Joker get knocked out the first round. All right, Don, who you got? Clippers or
Well, the Clippers will go as far as Kawhi Leonard stay healthy. And if Kawhi Leonard does stay healthy, we can look for James Harden to let him down in the playoffs. They won't get past the first round. One of those guys are going to mess them up. We know Harden has a reputation in the playoff of fading away. He did it everywhere he goes. So you think he's not going to do it now?
Wow, that's a good one. Go ahead, Larry.
I think Kawhi, he's got to play one game, a great game, then the next game he might sit out or be hurt. You know, so their health is not going to take them very far. So I think they're going out in the first round.
Who's going on? Clippers?
Clippers going out in the first round.
Wow, okay. Tyronn Lue as a coach? Wow, okay. Wow, all right. I know it's 7 o'clock. I'm not keeping you guys all night, but I'm going to have a little fun on this one.
All right, hold on. Can I answer? Hold on. I'm going with Clippers over Denver because somebody just said they're going through a lot of stuff. They just fired their coach with like 10 games left. I think that's going to have an adverse effect on them. And I think the Clippers, no one's expecting them to do anything because they didn't do it. You know, they was hurt all year. I think this might just be the year where they actually win something. So I'm going with the Clippers.
Yeah,
so you think they're going to stay healthy? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but everything depends on that.
That's everybody.
Everything depends on their health.
Yeah, that's everybody. If LeBron get hurt, the Lakers ain't going nowhere either. So that depends. You know, everybody's like that.
But Kawhi's going to take a game off or two to rest.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
this.
you know,
he can't
I
do
don't think he'll do that in the playoffs.
Can't do it in the playoffs, Larry.
No,
he just ain't nobody going to say he's hurt.
No.
He can do it.
I don't believe he will do that in the playoffs. I don't believe it.
All right. And you don't think Harden? You think Harden going to have a great game in the playoff too, right? He's not going to fade away.
See, you're trying to make me tell a lie. See, you're trying to make me tell a lie.
That's the guy I don't trust, James Harden. for some reason I don't trust James Harden. You know, Kawhi gonna do
You're
his.
not alone. There's about 6 other teams that found that out the hard way,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the hardened way, should I say?
I don't trust James Harden with especially in the playoffs, man. He just find a way to lose, man. I'm having
I
a little
seen him
fun.
pull some stuff, man.
Hey,
I
listen,
seen him pull some questionable stuff.
Bruce, I'm going to start with you. Kobe got the ball. You need to stop for your life. Which defensive player you put on Kobe to stop Kobe? Scotty, Michael, Gary Payton, Dwayne Wade, Ben Wallace, Kawhi Leonard, Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green, LeBron, or Kevin Garnett to stop Kobe on you need to stop. Kobe got the ball. Who you got? Stop him.
I'm putting my money on Dennis Rodman.
Stop Kobe?
Yes, sir.
I got one in there.
Remember Michael that Baker when the brought the Bulls up 2-1? Dennis Rodman was on him, and he came right hit that banker. All right, okay, you got Dennis Rodman. Who you got, Larry?
I got Jordan. Jordan taught him everything he know. He'll shut him down.
Wow. You got Jordan? All right, who you got, Don?
A determined Kobe got that same mind that Jordan had. If Kobe's going to put that ball in, nobody's going to stop him. So I'm going to say nobody.
Nobody. Wow. Okay. What about you, Anthony?
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Okay, you got Michael on the stop Kobe Bryant. Wow. All right, who you got, Pastor?
I'm going with Kawhi.
Go with Kawhi. That's a good move. All right. What about you, Otis?
I kind of was going to say Kawhi Leonard the first time, but I'm going to say what Big Don said. Nobody.
What about you, Bishop? Who you got?
Kobe was no joke.
I have to agree with what Don and what O said, but if I had to put anybody on him, in his prime, I put the glove on him. I mean, at worst, he won't get the shot up, and he will be out.
Well, I would say
put the glove on him.
I would say Scotty, but he tore Scotty up when Scotty went to Portland. So Scotty couldn't handle it at all. Michael, now you got to keep in mind he scored 45 points, 42 points at halftime against Mike. Even though Mike was older, Kobe.
Yeah, that was Mike past. That was Mike when he was a small M.
Yeah.
I don't care what it was. He scored. He sent the message to Michael, and Phil had to take him out of the game because he didn't want to embarrass Mike. He had 42 points at the half, and Phil sat him down because he didn't want to embarrass Mike too much. Okay, I know he was with the Wizards, but I'm telling you, Kobe was.
That's not fair, Jerry. We're talking about in their prime, Jerry. We're not talking about old man. We're talking about in their prime.
That goes against the whole question.
Yeah, you gotta go with their prime. You can't say an old Mike. No.
Look, they played against each other, so you can say it. It's not like we're talking different eras now. These guys played against
Nobody
each other.
stopped him.
Yeah, but you ain't talking about
Come on, man.
Never mind. You can't say
that. Mike was on his downside when they played.
No, you can't.
I mean, Michael the one chose to go to the Wizards and have a lousy ending of his career. That was his choice.
Well, you know.
Yeah, but
if he was that age, Donald, if he was that age, if he was with the Bulls, he would still score that many. He was old. It doesn't matter where he was playing.
Right,
he might.
Right.
That's right.
He might would have played good with the Bulls. We'll never know.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
He left the Bulls when he was on top.
Don't matter. But you're saying hold him in his prime. You can't say hold Mike on a prime Kobe. That makes no sense.
Right.
That's ludicrous, man. That's ludicrous.
Michael couldn't hold him.
You can't do Mike like that, man. Come on.
No, you can't do that.
He might tell you to go take a nap too, Donald. I don't know.
Let's face it.
No.
Scored 81 points. When he wanted to score, Michael couldn't hold him. Nobody could hold him.
Okay.
Nope.
This is the guy that scored 64 points against Dallas in the third quarter. He had more than Dallas team. Okay? That's why they put it up there out of all the top defenders. I mean, Gary Payton couldn't hold him. Right? That's why, he couldn't hold him. He wanted to join the guy with the Lakers. I mean, no, but anyway, if I had to pick somebody, I got to go with, I think Bruce, nobody could stop Kobe. Kobe was that bad. All right, my final one. I'm going to let you guys go in a few. This is a good one. Anthony Edwards or John Morant. Which guy you guys see is going to be the next superstar in that league between them two guys? Who you got, Larry?
Anthony Edwards, hands down. John Morant, he's a loose cannon.
Right.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
but Anthony Edwards becoming a loose cannon.
Got that part right.
You say that, Bruce?
He on his way. He on his way.
Why
He already there.
a loose cannon?
Yes, sir.
No,
he on his way.
He tough. He tough.
He's a
Morant
star.
stay hurt.
What you mean?
Morant too flashy.
You mean like John
See
Morant?
what
I don't like
Anthony
Morant.
Edwards'
He too
downfall gonna be with these women, man. That's gonna be his downfall. It ain't always gotta be holding a gun in your hand. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I mean?
already had to pay one off.
Yeah, he got one. He got one.
Well,
He got
Michael,
two. He claiming one. He claiming one. He don't want to claim the other one.
well, Michael did
Now,
the
what's
same
gonna
thing.
happen? He's
Michael,
young.
Michael didn't do like Anthony Edwards.
No.
Yes, he did.
No.
The only reason
No.
Michael married his wife because of the fact that she got pregnant and he married his first wife.
And Anthony
Yeah,
Edwards
but
gave
they didn't
that
have
girl
the
$1 million.
internet like
He
that,
didn't
Jerry.
marry her. He bought her off for $1 million, which was cheap. He
Yeah.
didn't marry her.
Plus,
No,
back
he
in Michael's days, they didn't have the social media like they do now.
Mhm.
All your
That's
business
right.
not out there like that.
That's
Okay.
right.
You know what I mean?
What about
That's
you?
right.
John Morant or Anthony Edwards gonna be the next superstar in the league because they like to see Luka or the Joker, but they want to keep it in America too. I got to. Out of these two guys, who you think could be the next superstar? You
Neither
Anthony.
one.
When you
Anthony.
say the next superstar, both of them gonna be superstars.
What
They're
the
already
next,
superstars.
next face,
Yeah.
Already superstar.
face of the league? Yeah.
Oh,
Neither
no.
one of
Yeah.
them.
Neither one of them the face, no.
Yeah.
Neither one. Neither one. I go
Neither
with
one.
Not for the
Neither
face, no.
No.
But
That's
he
the
had
point.
one.
I knew you was going that way. That's the point I was making with Anthony Edwards and Ja. I knew you was headed that way. That's why I made that point.
Okay, that's a good point.
You know.
But they location make a big difference too. Ain't nothing going on in Memphis. Ain't nothing going on in Minnesota.
No, but that don't mean nothing. Is they activities outside of basketball.
Well,
Both of them
yeah, it
boys
wasn't.
capable. Both of them boys capable of being the face of the
They
NBA,
can,
but their
they can play you.
personality and actions can hold them back. That's the only thing.
Exactly.
And also, I don't think it's where you're from. I mean, what was
Yeah.
Cleveland before LeBron? What was the
Right.
Bulls before Michael? What was the Warriors before
Steph.
Steph? It's a player. And put it this way, out of them two, if you put a gun to my head, sorry for the pun,
Yeah.
I would probably go with Ant-Man. But
Ant.
I
Yeah.
think the next face of the league is in San Antonio. Personally,
Yeah. Wemby. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Either I
Yeah.
go with
Yeah.
Shea Gillis Alexander over these guys too. Because
Yeah.
you know, Ant-Man definitely gonna be considered a deadbeat dad the way he's doing these women. I mean, he bought that woman off for $1 million and look what he's gonna be worth in the future.
Yeah, I agree with that, Don. About when, I think it's gonna be the man from OKC.
SGA.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
SGA.
possibility.
yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
think
He
him
got
over
the,
those
he got
other
the
guys.
right attitude, the game. You know what I mean?
But you know, when
Well,
you look
that's
for
what.
the face of the league, when you look for the face of the league,
Well,
you
women.
also need more than that too. I mean, he got a great game, but you got to have a personality. You got to be able to, be able to market yourself. SGA is kind of quiet, but you got like
You're right.
LeBron. LeBron's doing a lot
Yeah.
of things. Mike was flamboyant, like Clyde. You got most of the face of the league. You got to have some more. This is what they're talking about, even with golf now. Just listen to that. They say you got a lot of superstars, but I couldn't tell you who's the man now because there ain't no Tiger no more. It's the same thing. When you want to do the face, you got to have some stuff going on. You just
Right.
can't be bland.
Right.
So that's when you're looking for the face. When you're trying to market it, you got to have something going on.
I think
Right.
But a guy
100%.
who we're all probably sleeping on is in Boston. I
I
mean,
said that
Jason
before. They
Tatum.
didn't want to hear that.
yeah. Hey, look, I'm a Knicks fan.
I'm a
I would
Lakers
rather
fan. I hate Boston.
I would rather say something nice about the Republican Party than say something nice about the
Oh,
Celtics.
don't
But
even
you
bring
have to
that
give
up.
them their due.
Well, now that Luka
Yeah,
or
but
Lakers
the only
don't
thing
count
to
him
hold
out.
Tatum back, only thing to hold Tatum back is he don't get no respect.
Right.
Well, he's passive sometimes. I mean, I like his
Yeah,
game.
but it's not that. He got everything. He got everything going for him. Plus
Yeah,
a ring.
Yeah.
But
No,
he
he
don't
do.
get
Yeah.
no respect.
But
He'll
Bruce,
never
might
be
have
the
two.
face.
but Bruce, if he win 2 in a row and playing for the Celtics, that's like the Lakers, one of the most flamboyant franchises, he has a good chance if he wants to be the face of the league. He has a good chance.
You know who he reminds me of a lot?
Who's that?
He reminds me a lot of Jalen Hurts for Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get the same
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you the guy. I'll tell you the guy
But
that
you know what?
can
Another
be.
thing that hurts him is he
Go ahead.
got Brown there, and Brown is just as good. And Brown
Exactly.
is like a genius for real. You know that don't really need. And he's an entrepreneur, and he's a philanthropist. He got all kinds of things going for him, and they on
Oh
the
yeah.
same team. You know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Now I'm gonna tell you the guy that could be it. Luka Doncic, because they love Luka. They
Yeah.
love
No
Luka.
doubt.
oh yeah,
They love Luka.
Let,
And playing with the Lakers too. With the Lakers, they
let the
love
Lakers
Luka.
win one. Luca got it.
They got
The
they got
Lakers
to win.
win. Luca
Still
got it.
got to win something first, though, Jerry.
yeah.
The Lakers
Yeah.
win.
If
Yeah,
they win,
Lakers
Luca got
win
it.
one under Luka. He's gonna
Yeah,
be the face of the league.
I agree with that.
Because
If
they
they
I agree
win,
with you.
if they win,
Automatic.
Luca, he might pull it off.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Wemby,
he fights the refs all the time, but he played for the Lakers though. That's the
yeah, but
difference.
they still love. You know how many people was pissed when Dallas traded him?
Yeah, they were
A lot
Oh
of
yeah,
people
they
love
still.
him.
yeah.
Did you watch the game? I thought you was
Yeah,
gonna bring the game up. Did you watch the game?
I
Oh
watched
yeah,
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna bring that up, man. They were saying that's probably the biggest revenge game, ever. To go back in
I
there,
agree.
and you had the Dallas fans rooting for Luca on the
Yeah, but
Lakers. They was because
right,
they were saying
right,
MVP, and
Right.
he was on the
right.
other
Mm-hmm.
team.
They was,
right.
Yeah, so
they was chanting to fire the GM. Chanting to fire the GM.
mhm.
I know.
He sure did.
Right, right.
Yeah, he's been getting death
Well,
threats and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
worst
I,
trade in NBA history.
Luka's a great
and, I,
choice.
and I feel bad for Anthony Davis because I mean Luka had 45 points. What do you have? About 13 points, Anthony Anthony
yeah,
Davis.
something like that.
Come on, man. I mean he should have put on a little show, at least get 30 points, to try to make the trade look justified. I mean,
He was busy making the Mavericks look stupid. I mean, he's throwing lobs up to LeBron James. I'm sitting there watching this game and said, this guy is he's embarrassing the Mavericks on purpose. That's
That's
all you
right.
can say.
All right, Bishop, close us out tonight. Close us out tonight, Bishop.
All right. Thank each and every one of you for joining us here on WJRG Sports Talk, a Big Don Productions, and to this great panel, as you can see each one there. We bless God for you. Don't forget to tell your family and friends about the KMI podcasting app, the greatest TV broadcasting podcast in the state of Connecticut, in the New England region, and around the world. Father, we thank you for this time, for this opportunity. We bless you for being there for us, God. Thank you for this time to share, Father, as we talk sports. But in the midst of all of it, we thank you for being there with us, God. Thank you for sharing and opening those doors that no man can close, closing doors no man can open. As we leave this podcast with never your presence, continue to walk with us. Talk to us, lead us, guide us, guard us, govern us, protect us, and correct us. Let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our impenetrable rock and our redeemer. For it's in the mighty master's name of Jesus we pray. Amen and amen.
Right.
Amen.
You guys have a blessed
Amen.
night. Watch
Blessed
the
night.
games. Watch the games the weekend, man. We'll get together Tuesday. Have a blessed weekend, everybody.
All
God
right.
bless
Take
All
care,
right.
Don.
Bruce, I'm going to go take my nap.
Great show.
Time to take a nap.
Take my nap, man. You guys take a nap.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, get rid of them nightmares, man.
Good night.
Everybody.
Take a nap.
I don't know much about snow around here, so I gotta get out of here.
All right.